Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Yami. And we're getting into a party apparently with Mr. Hycal and his buddy. And so, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Last night was absolutely brutal when it came to gaming solo. Not gonna lie, absolutely horrendous. And so I was like, dude, I need to get a video for tomorrow. I need to actually get something going here. So I was like, hi Cal's on. Let's send him an invite. See if we can't, or send him a message. See if he needs a third. I seen he was with a guy, so I was like, hey, maybe they'll want a third. And so yeah, after all of the time, and trust me, I had a lot of good games last night, but I couldn't force myself to put them as videos because, you know, you guys let me know when you don't like certain videos, and so yeah, I just make sure that I try not to do those videos. And one of the things I try not to do is talk bad about teammates in the videos because you guys don't tend to like that. But yeah, this last night was rough. Okay, there was at least 4 videos, or four games where I had over 160k, and we lost, and it wasn't even close. Like it was literally a blowout, and I did that much damage. So yeah, it was just one of those nights. You go through them. It's not preferable. You're trying to get specific videos, and things go horribly wrong. However, this match was it's gonna be another interesting one. I'll give you that. Gonna be an interesting one, so hopefully you guys are ready. Gross Kerfers comes out full broadside. He did jam on the brakes, and he started to turn in. He realized ahead of time things were not going to go in his favor. And he manages to avoid getting absolutely smashed. We did get 10k off of him, so we didn't do too bad. And now we are under fire from everybody. We got the Gross Kerfers secondary shooting us, the Gross Kerfers main gun shooting us, we've got cruisers shooting over the island, got all the things. And we are going to hold this side at all costs. And, you know, I always talk about win your side, but sometimes winning your side isn't always an option. Sometimes you just got to hold. And this is one of those times. This is one of those times where you're going to be so outnumbered that all you can do is hold for as long as possible and then hope for some help. And this is a perfect example. So hopefully you guys are ready. It's going to be a good one. We get another shot. This one much better on the Gross Curve first, as we were able to hit the center of the ship. And we're up to 30k already. And that should pretty much showcase what you know, come to expect out of these Yami games. Is you're going to get a fight. I might not win every battle. Alright? Never claimed to be the best player. Ever. Never, ever have I ever claimed that. But, you know, some people see YouTube, they see my videos, and they're like, oh my god, Spartan is such a good player. He's always posting these super high damage games. They forget about the power of editing. Alright? The power of editing means that I can show you only the games that I want to. And that dispersion is godly. Luckily for him, he turns in and avoids most of it. But that bodes well for the rest of this match. If we're getting dispersion like that, this is going to be great. But yeah, as you can see, we've got Key out there, we've got the Bismarck, Gross Kerfers, we've got an unknown cruiser, we've got another battleship. We have almost their entire team heading our direction. Now, the good news is they have already lost both of their destroyers, which is unacceptable. If you're on that team right now, you are cursing every one of your destroyers, because that is completely unacceptable. You're not even 4 minutes into the match and you've lost both of your destroyers. And that goes back to the age-old adage of destroyer players, you gotta learn to live more than 2.5 minutes into a match. You have to. You're the sneakiest players on the planet, and you can see we finally get to see what the enemy cruiser is, and it's a Balti. I take this shot, hoping that I can lob the island. Wasn't able to. I am well aware that the game was telling me I couldn't shoot that shot, but I have also many occasions been able to lob islands that the game says I can't, and vice versa. I've also been able to smash into the islands when the game says I can hit the shot, which is even more frustrating. That little indicator is far from perfect, but we do get another 11,000. Notice I'm focusing the gross occur first. Why is this? Well, first of all, the gross occur is the biggest threat. He's got the most hit points, he hits the hardest, he's got the heaviest broadside in World of Warships, period. There is no heavier broadside currently in the game that than the gross occur. I mean, those guns are nasty, and it has a lot of them. And it's at this moment I realized that even the guys in the center of the map are starting to focus me, which means I have to start moving forward. I cannot afford to sit here broadside. And what is our destroyer doing at the base? Okay, we won't ask questions. But, yeah, we can't sit here and let these guys rain on us. So we're going to move up and hide behind this island a little bit, tuck ourselves in, but we're still going to keep ourselves shooting. And you can see full broadside at the side of a Bismarck. Yeah, that's going to be a doozy. And we get the Citadel on top of it, which surprised me, because we are well within normal Citadel range of a Bismarck. Usually, if you're at 16 kilometers or so, you're getting good chances for Citadels, but at 10 kilometers, I get it, it's a Yami, but that was a good shot. I'll take it. And he's not going to be able to take much more of a beating. I've learned my lessons when dealing with Bismarcks with the Yami, and I no longer shoot at the waterline unless I've got a shot at the side of the ship. Speaking of which, for some reason this man is like, you know what? I think if I go full broadside, he'll miss me. I don't know what this thought process was, but I'll take it. And unfortunately for him, we don't miss. There's a reason I have over 40% hit rate with my battleships. It's pretty solid aim, even though RNG has a hand in it a lot. That more often than not makes you just question life choices. But he's gone. Gross occur first has healed back some of his hit points, so we're going to see if we can't strip some of that off. But if you notice in the minimap at the top left corner of the screen, there's a battleship sneaking up on us. That is something you have to keep an eye on. And that battleship just got respotted, meaning he's within range of proxy spot. Or he just got spotted by the destroyer. And as you can see, I apologize, I just yawned in the middle of the video. But as you can see, the destroyer did drop some torps on him and is spotting him in the gap. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize the destroyer actually was dropping torps on this man. And I didn't see those torps, or what happens to this Conqueror after the torps go by. So, in my mind, and you can see Depth Strike right there, in my mind, I have to try to bait this guy in. I see the front of his ship, I'm like, alright, we got a shot into him. I fired the rear gun solely to try to bait the man around the corner, and it looked like it was working. But yeah, those torpedoes kind of beat me to the punch. So that's a little potato moment for me. Just a little moment that I thought you guys would enjoy. See, I screw up too. And I try to call myself out every time I screw up in these videos because we can all learn from it. Like, everybody makes mistakes. There's the one thing that I try to tell everybody. Like, I say a lot of dumb things, especially live. Like, if you've got live commentary, 18,000 damage. And then he returns fire and gets 6. You gotta love it. But I try to get that across. I know I say a lot of dumb things when I'm live. I can't help it. I'm passionate. I'm very competitive, so I get upset. But when I'm doing these videos after action commentary like this, I always try to call out the mistakes that I make, the mistakes that I see other people make, because it can help people learn to do better, including myself. I have gotten so much better at not only this game, but World of Tanks console, solely by being a YouTuber and watching myself play. It sounds dumb, right? But, oh, here we go, guys. We have a cruiser going broadside to a freaking battleship inside 7 kilometers. Wait for it. Pow! And that's what should happen every time a cruiser goes broadside to a battleship. Every time. It should never be one of those moments where a cruiser just freaking sits there and gets overpinned all day long. But he managed to stay angled to us, and that was his undoing. Now, Gross Kerr first already citadeled us once. We're getting the guns on, and we are going to remove this man from the earth. And that gives us our 3rd kill from this side of the map. We have 18,000 hit points. We're in that nice will to rebuild range, which is probably what's kept us alive here in the last part. Didn't really pay attention to how much healing we've gotten from it. But this was a perfect example of how people will throw themselves at you, and sometimes all you have to do is hold. And with a little bit of help from the people around you, you can accomplish ridiculous things. Now, obviously it helps when you're in the Yami, because the Yami is an absolute monster, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the Yami. You can do these things in pretty much any battleship and some cruisers. You guys have seen some of the things that I've done in my Balti, man, when you can go bow in and not have to worry about it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really do. I try to make these videos as entertaining as possible. I try to do all of the awesome things for you guys, and I do appreciate you guys tuning in every single day, because, you know, I've come to realize that there aren't as many people posting every day as you would think. So we're kind of unique in that sense. I know there's a couple people that try to post every day, but even they don't usually post every day. But yeah, we generally post. Sometimes we post 2 videos a day, depending on what day of the week and if we're running another series. And that's the part that I'm struggling with, is just trying to get as much out there for you guys as possible, because I need to expand the channel. World of Warships Legends is awesome, don't get me wrong, I love the game. But I also need to keep growing the channel, and there's only so much of a player base on World of Warships Legends. And that key got absolutely wiped by our Grows Occur first on the other side of the map. So you gotta love that. But yeah, 186,000 damage and an epic defense on our side against the weak. We were the weak side against the strong side of the enemy, and we pulled it off. Top of the leaderboard, 2,300 base XP. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.